Hello, welcome to episode 17.
Yeah.
Okay, dude, I could not remember if it was episode 17.
It's definitely 17.
Welcome to episode 17. This episode of Mic Check Waifu, as always, is brought to you by Lube Complex. Go to lubecomplex.com, use the offer code Waifu on your cart to save. Okay, so we're not even gonna get into the whole shindig of everything. We're just gonna roll right into the episode. So roll that intro.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
My sweet waifu.
Is that you?
One way or another.
Mic check, waifu. King Teliano, is that you?
Bro, Polo, what's going on? Boy?
What's up, boy? What's up? Okay.
Hey.
All right. This episode is also, of course, brought to you by our Patreon producers, Chris Goodywin, Monique Montel Waifu Williams, and Connor. We appreciate you guys for producing this new month of podcasts. We're going on our fourth month, bro. This is is it fourth month?
No, this is 5th month.
What?
Wait, it's 17? Yeah.
No way. Is that I gotta go to Lipson now.
Yeah. This is our 5th month.
Damn, 5 months.
This is the start of the 5th month.
That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. Wild. Oh wow. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's crazy.
Almost half a year.
Thank you all so much for listening to the show. We appreciate it. It's been great doing it for you. And welcome aboard to the new people listening to us. We see you out there. We just got a tweet. We just got a tweet on Twitter of somebody who just picked us up, and it's incredible, man. Thank you for that support. We appreciate that.
And that was like really like warming because we didn't even expect that. We chilling. I'm at work. Polo doing whatever he doing, and he hit me up like, "Yo, did you see that tweet?" I'm just like, what you talking about, bro? What tweet you talking about? Man, that was great, man.
Such a nice tweet because he just stumbled across the podcast, which makes it even all the more like validating, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. We appreciate that so much because that's just extra eyes. I thank you for sharing it.
Yes, dude. Yes. I told him to give us some feedback when he gets deeper in because he started from episode 1 and he's working his way up. So now episode 1 is completely different than what we do now. So I hope he still like it. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should get back to the time where we recommend a bunch of animated people like we used to. So maybe we should go back to that during this episode. Maybe throw back a little bit.
Give it a bit of recommendation.
Yeah. But before we do that, I just want to talk about the trailer of Demon Slayer that released for the Toonami, the dub version. Now I am the dub guy. Okay. I don't mind subs either, but I love dubs because dubs, I feel more invested. And nowadays the dubs are always fine, right? They're always fine. Usually they're fine. There are some exceptions like, I don't know, One Piece is a terrible dub. But I mean, there are some exceptions where the dub isn't that great. Demon Slayer looks like it's going to be one of them.
That's not that great.
The dub of Attack on Titan 2 is fantastic, by the way. That's flawless. You got Matthew Mercer as Levi. I mean, come the hell on.
I think so. Here's what to me makes a great dubbed like anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of anime or just like cartoons, anime, everything like that in general. If it requires voice acting, where they oversaturate the sound, right? Try and make it sound too animated or too not like the actual person who's doing it.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's where you'd rather prefer to have that voice actor who's not like famous. Yeah. Because my son watches Secret Life of Pets too, like 5 times a day. And, they kind of like auto tune and change Kevin Hart's voice in that movie.
Yep.
So like he doesn't sound like,
the typical
Kevin Hart. Exactly. But when you do that with anime, it kind of you can kind of get a horrible feel for it, and you just don't necessarily like the sound of it, especially when you have a character as beloved as Tanjiro right now.
Oh my god, yes.
And you screw his entire voice up, and I want to actually talk about that when I get into one of the anime I'm going to talk about today, because of how the voice acting played out in that. But that makes a difference in both English, like subtitles and dubs, because I listen to some anime and subs and I'm just like, yo, his voice is horrible, my dude. Like, why would you even give him that voice? And then you listen to it in English and it may sound better depending on which one you're watching. But then you listen to some in English and you're just like, yo, this did not translate well.
So, okay. So thinking on the trailer, right? As a matter of fact, I'm going to play the sound of the trailer in this podcast, in this episode. It's going to be a little bit more editing for me, but it's worth it. I'm going to play the sound of Tanjiro's voice right here.
There have always been man-eating demons prowling about after dark. That's why it's not safe to go outside at night.
The smell of blood. Nezuko, are you okay? What happened?
The demon slayers protect us by killing as many as they can.
She's a demon. Hang on, Nezuko. Don't let it take control. Why are you protecting it? She's my sister! She's turned because her wounds were exposed to demon blood. She can't be healed, which means I have to decapitate your sister here. There's a way, and I'll find it no matter what it takes! I'll hunt down the one who slaughtered my family! I promise I'll make everything right! Please! I wonder if... Don't you touch her! Just maybe. These two are different.
Demon Slayer premieres next Saturday at 1:30. Only Toonami.
Okay. That's what Tanjiro sounds like, dude. Now, when you think of Tanjiro, as his sub character, what do you feel?
Greatness.
Besides greatness, what emotion does it give you? Like,
I mean, he's a calm guy.
Yes,
in my personal opinion. He doesn't seem put off or anything like that. He's just a great dude. Right.
So he seems calm. And somebody said it in the Facebook group. I'm going to give him credit once I pull it up. So I'm going to pull it up now because we do have some reviews from people in our Facebook group of what they thought of Demon Slayer that we're going to read a little bit later too. Probably after this segment. But one guy said that his voice is pure. And the English dub voice actor doesn't sound pure. It sounds like a guy going through, I don't know, he just went through puberty and his voice is cracking but it's not the correct type of feeling. Now, there is a voice actor I can think of that will be Tanjiro perfectly, in my opinion. He's probably already in the show. But his name, you know what, I'm going to find it real quick. Bear with me. While I do that, his voice is perfect. He's the voice actor for the English main character of Grimgar. Now it's kind of a little deeper, but is that? Well,
I have like a kind of like a
Rico.
counterpoint here.
Rico is his name. Rico Fajarito, or is I assume how you say that. Okay. But I just think it'll be more pure, more calm. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I will also say, here's my counterpoint to that. Mm-hmm. Is that Tanjiro in this, let's say this voice actor for this part. Mm-hmm. Tanjiro is only this age for 2 or 3 episodes. And then it's 2-year time skip.
Only 2 years, though.
Yeah, but his voice would be deeper. He's a 14-year-old right here. You know?
Okay. So that's what you were looking up.
So we have Tanjiro going a little bit of a time skip. It might actually give us a better voice after that.
Well, no, it's going to be the same guy. 100%.
I mean, probably, but maybe they alter the voice.
Yeah. Because it sounds like he's trying to make his voice lighter.
Yeah.
It does sound like that.
And I was listening to the dub, and to me, the other people who talk.
You killed it. Now I'm like, that's his voice, dude. That's his voice. Oh, what voice is that? It's so familiar. It's Vasher Stampede, I believe. Yeah.
It sounds mad clean for everyone else who talks.
Yep. Vasher Stampede is Giyu, which sucks because you don't see him that often.
Tanjiro, but even like the old guy who was talking, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't a Rogodaki, but even the other old guy who was talking,
100%.
his voice sound better.
He is I believe he's the captain for what's her name in Ghost in the Shell, the police captain.
Yeah,
I believe that's him.
But the point I'm trying to get to is basically that like maybe they're giving us like a filter on Tanjiro's voice right now. Yeah, and I'm
before the time skip.
I'm hoping because I don't know, bro. If that's Tanjiro's voice for 25, 26 episodes? 26 episodes?
Of all the voices, dude. Yes, of all the voices, you had to get Tanjiro's voice right. Like
you could recast that.
Yes, I would have been okay with Giyu not being as dope as he is. He's freaking Vash or Stampede for P6. That's okay, and that fits with Giyu and his personality because at least when Vash is the calm him when he's ready to bang. But
yeah,
dude, oh my goodness, I'm excited. I'm still gonna watch it because why not? It's a great show. If I can't take the dub, I'm gonna be so pissed.
So, what's up with them shoutouts?
Yeah, so
what are they saying?
Let me go ahead and get to it in the Facebook group. If you haven't already, make sure you join our Facebook group. Just search Mike Check Waifu to join it. The group is fantastic.
It's growing.
Yes. Speaking of growing, it is at 220 members. We lost one, but we had 220 members right now, which is insane, bro. I gotta find my post because people post a lot. Keep it up though.
This is definitely true.
Keep it up because definitely appreciate it.
And speaking of that, we will be having some merch coming soon. I got some.
He said it.
I'm developing some artwork.
He said it. Some original artwork too, y'all. So
yeah. Hold on, look at this real quick. I'm not done with it, but this is something I was working on the other day.
Sick, dude. Sick. I like it.
And then you already saw the 3D picture I made for the Mike Check Waifu.
That's mad clean. Yeah.
Other artwork coming soon.
We gotta we definitely represent our, us. But what about the other people?
You're right.
For those, okay. So, I guess we should make this announcement too. We're changing the way we structure the YouTube video. So the YouTube video is going to come out a little bit later than just a week out. But don't worry, if you could just still listen to the podcast version. That'll all be the same. And if you support us on Patreon, you can still get the video version the same day. But for YouTube, we're going to kind of extend the time on when we release that version. So, just keep listening on the podcast services. We appreciate that. It means a lot to us. And I'm sorry it's taking me so long. This post is buried. Can you find that post? Maybe you'll find it a little bit faster than me.
I'm looking too. I think I'm just going to, I may have screenshot it.
Cause it's an important thing because people gave their thoughts on what they thought, how the Demon Slayer wrapped up and what they thought about it overall, which is dope. And I wanted to make sure we read it. You got it?
So here we go.
Dope.
Our boy James Bravo Bates actually didn't even know it was over.
I know, right?
All right. So from day one of our day one people, Isaiah Pika, he says it's solid. The relationship between Nezuko and Kometsu, or we're going to say Tanjiro, really hits you. It's a classic shonen in all aspects, but the resolve and grit in Tanjiro has its endearing like moments.
Mm-hmm.
What separates the anime from other shonen is that they really nail the music and art. It's well-rounded, and they nail the secondary characters too. So that's like Tanjiro, Inosuke, and our Hashira, and all the other cast members. They're all like solid. The demons,
even the demons. Yep.
I mean, the grass that's on the background, that was a really cool character too.
Yeah,
because it stood out like a whole character, bro.
Yeah, affordable boy, affordable.
My other boy, Will, Mr. Fisher, from work, he said they nailed Demon Slayer 100%. They made a pure-hearted protagonist, which is 100% true.
Yeah, facts.
That is a beast and still has plenty of room to grow.
Yep.
it's so beautiful and the story is so good. I have to check constantly on how much time I have left in the episode just so I can emotionally prepare myself for the ending. Come on.
Same. I couldn't tell you how many times I stopped. I looked up at the time and saw, okay, we only had 10 minutes. Okay, we still got a little bit longer.
Right. He said it just sucks you in and you just wish you could watch it from the beginning of the story to end.
Yeah.
100%. And then our last one is my boy Jeremy Martinez. Easily the best anime of the season, maybe even the year. Keeps it plain, keeps it simple. He's going for the throat with that one.
For the year, I don't know about that, buddy. He hasn't seen Astro Lost in Space.
I mean, yeah, that's also true. But to me, also, I guess really My Hero is going to bleed off into next year. Mm-hmm. But with this next season, My Hero, I don't think anything going to beat that next year.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
They're going to have to come out with a fire season of Dragon Ball Super or something. I don't even know it's going to compete with this.
True.
That Demon Slayer movie better be fire.
I was just about to say literally. I was just about to say it's going to be hard because damn, it's coming out the same year as My Hero, and My Hero is almost 2 weeks after it. So it's like it doesn't even have time to breathe before it's like a banger just kind of drown it out because Twitter's just going to kind of forget about Demon Slayer.
I don't think so.
Unless the movie comes out at a good time.
Yeah, I think what gives Demon Slayer some good grace is that it's at like that turning point in the year. Like the year's almost over.
Right.
So really, My Hero is leading into the next year.
So you think they're going to count it for the next? It's only count as fall. Though.
Yeah, but My Hero is so good that like I don't think people understand how dope this next season is about to be.
I can't stand it.
As long as they live up to my expectations. Because the manga was too good. Of course, they haven't failed me so far. That like, it's no way it couldn't be amazing.
Yeah, I agree. And speaking of mangas, stay tuned to our podcast feed because we released a little bonus content for you. It's called Mic Check Manga MCM, where we just talk about a manga that we're reading right now, which is a fantastic manga. So if you haven't read it, check it out. It's wow, why can't I even say the name? Yuzakura Family. Mission Yuzakura Family. It's great. Yeah. This new chapter I love, and we're going to talk about that on that other show. But
can't wait to do that.
Thank y'all for those listens on that show. To be honest, man, I didn't expect for it to get just as much listens as the actual podcast itself.
Right.
Because it's all about manga. Like it's only manga, which is dope. But thank y'all so much for listening to that. We're going to keep that up. All right. So off the Demon Slayer topic, on to what you had to bring. What was that topic you had?
Okay. An anime you either regret finishing or watching, or an anime you regret not finishing. Okay, so here's where I'm gonna bring in the anime I was gonna talk about, doing what we usually call anime talk, but this entire episode is just gonna be that. So you remember how I talked about try not to, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon too? The second season? Yeah.
Okay, so you remember I told you I watched that first episode and I regret watching it because it was terrible.
Yeah.
I was stupid. Okay. I admit it. I was wrong. Okay.
We didn't finish watching it.
I know. I watched the first episode. I started watching it again literally tonight. And that's what I was watching right before we started the podcast. It's so good, dude.
Before you finish, I was going to say, my boy Will Fisher told me that he never heard anyone say that was bad. And he was surprised. And I was like, yeah, my bro Polo said it is horrible.
Yeah, so that the start of it was horrible. I didn't like that first episode. Okay, and let me tell you why. It's definitely the show's fault. Okay, I'm gonna say that now. It's the show's fault for it being terrible. Only because for me, when the first season of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, when the first season came out, it was 4 years back. It feels like. I think it was about 4 years back. Okay.
Yeah.
I watched it when it dropped, like week to week when it dropped. 4 years later, you drop episode 1. You recap nothing. Okay. You just go right into it. So I understand for the people who watched, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon watched it the first season and then a week later watched the second season and started it because you understand the characters a little bit more, what's going on, and you're like into it.
Easier transition.
Yeah, exactly. I don't remember shit from 4 years ago, dog. Like, there's no way I would
have to go back and like kind of refresh yourself.
I had to refresh myself, but I didn't go back and refresh myself to the first one. It kind of came together, and I'm on episode 5 right now, or episode 6. I just finished episode 6, and it's coming together. It's coming back to where I actually understand what the hell is going on again, and I like it a lot. What's cool about it though is I'm gonna just tell you one scene that happened in this most recent episode. It's of course ecchi in the harem, okay, but
that's your thing.
That's my thing. But you know, it had a bathroom scene. You know how the dudes usually try to spy on the girls. This one, it was the girls trying to spy on the dudes, and it was such a change of pace. It was such a so different than our usual anime that I actually found myself audibly laughing at that, which was pretty cool. But yeah, it's great. Watch it, Till. Watch it from season 1 to season 2. They got your boy Apollo in it, but he's a terrible god in this one though. You ain't gonna like him in this one.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, they kind of did him wrong. But
Apollo, you listen to this podcast in the future, just know that we didn't support that.
No, we didn't support what they did to that Apollo because you're not based off of that one.
Definitely not.
I love it though, man. It's so good. It's so funny. The world building in this first season was so good, and I'm sad I forgot about it completely. But again, it was 4 years ago. Like, you can't expect me to remember all of that. You know what I mean?
I expect you to remember all of it.
No, dog. Nobody can remember a show from 4 years ago, especially when you're watching anime after anime after anime after anime. You know what I mean?
I guess you're right. And
in our case, a lot more.
Yeah.
But during the time when I watched that first episode, it was the first episode of Dr. Stone that came out. It was Astro Lost in Space that came out. It was Fire Force. Copcraft, yep.
That's probably around the time we turned on Demon Lord retry for whatever reason.
Yep. That's one I regret watching the first episode of. And the second and the third. But it's dubbed now. The dubs is finished, so I'm gonna go ahead and watch it through and report back to y'all. I know y'all definitely want to hear all about that one.
Yeah, I'm up to like episode 6 on that right now.
Are you really?
Yeah,
I think I was on episode 5 myself.
I just got shivers talking about it.
Okay, does it get better? And it's episode 6 at all?
No, it doesn't feel better. It feels like it doesn't feel worse. Like it feels like it's
the same,
more like on the same level, but not. So I guess if we're talking about being better in terms of not being as like stupid. Shit. It's better in that regard.
Okay.
But if we're talking about like actually being better, like the action being better, anything like that, no. I think this is like a satire anime entirely.
Ouch.
Like entirely satire. Like
you can't do satire like that.
I'm better off just reading the One Punch Man manga, bro.
I just got an idea. You know whose voice would have been great for Demon Slayer dub?
Who?
The Deku, Midoriya, the Jason guy who does Midoriya. That would have been a good Tanjiro voice.
See, I never heard his voice in English.
What?
Yeah. All I remember is Bakugo Deku, and that's it. Oh, I don't even know what Deku sound like in English.
Wow, you're gonna have to watch one episode at least. It's so good. It's so good. He became, with that role, he became probably one of the most recognized voice actors. Like, he's like when you see the guy that plays Goku and Vegeta now. He's on that level.
You will never turn me.
I mean, you got to try it. You got to hear his voice.
I'm just joking, bro.
Broaden your horizon.
All right. So, look, one of the anime I brought, you made me think about this when we were talking about voice acting. Mm-hmm. And it kind of lives that philosophy I said that like when it sounds more real, sometimes it's better.
Yeah.
So I went back and watched a Studio Ghibli movie.
How recent?
And this is a 1988 movie.
But how recent did you watch it?
I just watched it today.
Oh shit! Okay.
And I was like, okay, then let's just find something I haven't watched yet. And I saw it. And I'm like, oh yeah, Grave of the Fireflies. I've seen it before. Never actually watched it. You know what I mean? Like I've seen the movie around, but never watched it. First of all, it's Studio Ghibli, so you know the animation is immaculate, perfect, right? Beautiful, amazing. The voice acting, they sound like regular people, you know?
Like what, English or
just no? It was dubbed, but it sounded like, you know, regular Japanese people. Like if I was there with them, it sounds like I was talking to an Asian person face to face.
Wow,
and
really?
they didn't alter the voices at all. Like they have. So the story follows siblings, an older brother and a younger sister. And right off the bat, they let you know that they're dead. You know, if he says, I died September 2nd, you know, 1980 something or whatever, or not even, it was like probably sooner than that.
Studio Ghibli, man. Yes.
But they let you know right off the bat that they died. And, basically, they show you his spirit running off with his little sister. And like even the little sister sound like an actual little Asian girl, you know, not someone trying to change the inflection of their voice to sound like a young person. Right. No, this is actually like a little Asian girl voice acting this role. And she sound great. Like, you know, like she was sick and dying throughout the movie. And, you know, it was just like, I don't know. It was good. Felt it. Dude, so like I wasn't gonna cry or anything like that. Like it wasn't as like impacting as like Your Lie in April. Yeah. But it was one of those things where you become empathetic. Right. Yeah. But it was also one of those things where I'm not empathetic because now I'm like fucking like I was salty at the older brother. His name is Seita. And first of all, I'm gonna spoil the movie because I don't think you're gonna watch it, right? Yeah. You're not gonna go back and watch it. No. All right. So basically, they're in the middle of a war and they keep getting bombed by these bombs that actually look like fireflies, right? They just keep falling from the sky. And a lot of things in this movie looks like fireflies. They get bombed. They come to find out like they got separated from their mom and he's running with his sister on his back trying to keep her safe. Okay. They make it to a bunker and like a camp and they find out their mom is completely burned from head to toe. Jesus. He tells his mom winds up dead the next day. They cremate her body, whatever. Boom. They go off to their aunt's house that, you know, his father's aunt or his father's sister. His father is in the Japanese Navy. Okay. So they make it over to the aunt and she's taking care of them. The first couple of days, it's like she's super nice to them. Oh, you know, how's your mom doing? You know, you should really go see her or I'll take your sister Satsuko to go see her as soon as, you know, she's well or as soon as I can. And he tells her like, you know, she's dead. She's like, oh, okay. Jeez. Sorry. You know, maybe we should do this and, you know, trying to be accommodating of course, to someone, you know, who just passed. Well, after, I don't know, he probably stayed with them with his sister for like a month. It's like, okay, dude, I get mourning. I get being sad. Yeah. But like you're in the middle of war times, you know, like people need to work. Like he's not working. He's just living there. He's being like a couch potato bum. Oh, and neat. Yeah. And I do get it in the regards of like in the first episode, he sees that his sister has like these blemishes and scars and like not scars, but blemishes and like rash and stuff like that. Yeah. So he may know that she's already sick and dying. So he just wants to spend whatever time he can with her. But it's also like, you know,
he's not contributing to society at all.
Yeah, and you're not contributing to like the well-being of your actual sister herself. Like if you want to make sure she lives as long as possible, you have to work harder to get food and sustain her life, you know? And he does everything he can to not like apologize to his aunt. And basically he ends up leaving his aunt to go live in this like hollowed out bunker underneath this like hill. And his sister ends up dying there. Jesus. And it's like he finally takes out the last 7,000 yen that his mom and dad had saved for them, takes it out, goes, you know, brings back a whole bunch of fresh food that because he was stealing food before, brings back a whole bunch of fresh food and gives his sister some of the watermelon, and she eats it. She's like, oh, it's so good. And she falls asleep and never wakes up.
Jesus.
And I'm just like, yo, man, this movie is kind of hitting me now. Like, I'm like, yo, this is sad. Like, it's crazy.
That's why like I can enjoy those. I can't enjoy those movies. Like, they're great movies for artistically and visually and storytelling wise. They're beautiful. I can't enjoy them. Like, it's full of so much dread, and all of them are like that.
Now let's talk about the artistic part though, right?
Yeah.
The sound design. Like, first of all, in 1988, can you imagine making a movie in 1988 and having that sound design?
An animation movie, yeah.
Even being able to like make it sound like the person is running off in the background. There's cans and stuff hitting the ground. They're dropping bombs. Mm-hmm. How do you make bombs sound like bombs without bombs in 1988?
Right. Yeah.
Like, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
The artwork itself, beautiful. I even liked the storyline, except for Saito. I didn't like him, but I liked the storyline. I even related to him, even though, you know, I wouldn't have personally reacted like that, but I even can relate to him in terms of like, you know, this is her last moments, or that if that's how you perceived it, that's probably how you would react. You want to do everything at that moment.
Right.
But yeah, it was a beautiful movie.
Yeah. Oof. I'm even feeling the dread with that explanation. It's heavy, bro. It's heavy.
It is, man.
I'm still shocked at the fact that the fall season, I feel like is it started yet? Is it like here?
Yeah, it's here. I've already started a couple of fall anime too. I told you already.
Yeah. Talk to me about one of them.
So one of them that I kind of want to talk about is Azure Lane, but I'm going to wait on that one because I'm going to be real with you. It surprised me. It was, so all it is literally, and Polo, you like it, a bunch of waifu.
Okay.
So I'm going to just tell you, it's not mecha anime, but how it works out is that it's a bunch of girls, and essentially they are all like fused with like battleships and aircraft carriers and stuff like that.
Okay. All
like military grade, like ocean ships. Basically, there's 4 factions. 2 factions join to become the Azure Lane. Another 2 factions join to become the Red Axis. And they fight each other to essentially kind of prove a point. I don't want to spoil it too much because I do think you should watch it. Definitely. But essentially, every character in this anime is a main character. Literally, there's...
So it's a lot like Astrolux in space.
Like 16 main characters, bro.
Damn!
So, like, I'm just going to tell you right now, I think it's worth watching, at least from that first episode, because the animation was bomb, dude. Like, I was like, oh, yeah, this is definitely a game budget right here, because that animation was fire. But then I had Fate Grand Order that just started yesterday.
Before you go there, though, I'm looking at Azure Lane.
Okay.
I'm sorry, because this is when I would love to hear these English voice actors for this.
Oh, yeah.
Because the dub comes out on the 17th, so I will be way behind.
I mean, hey, it's like that. It'd be like that sometimes.
I think I'll wait for it, though. It looks sick, though, from just looking at it. It looks so sick.
I definitely think you would like it, bro, because, like, from what I've seen so far, there's nothing. I can't say anything bad about it. They even give little callbacks to the game because the game is literally, like I said, a mobile game, and you control these ships to like kind of fight through waves of enemies. And they show like even through the battle, that's kind of like how the battle went for like a split second, just to kind of be like a gag.
Interesting. I love it. Okay. So, all right. Back to Fate.
Yeah. Fate Grand Order, on the other hand, is... They start off the episode with some fire animation, bro. I was just like, they know what they're doing.
Of course.
They know that they need to hit us with this.
So wait, what order is this in? Where did this go in the timeline?
So there's a movie that came out like 2 years ago. It's Fate Grand Order, but you'll see a character called Mash.
Okay.
And Mash Curelight is one of our essentially, so this is what's happening in this part of Fate is that instead of just summoning servants, you know, the heroic spirits and whatnot, they are summoning those heroic spirits and putting them in the bodies of humans.
Okay.
To keep them there instead of like having their bodies eventually like go away, or after the Holy Grail War they go away. So that, right. So essentially the character we're following, Mash Kirillite, is one of those people. She is what they call a designer baby, which is actually a real thing that's capable of happening now, where humanity can take certain genetics that they want and implant them into certain eggs and make an actual being look exactly like they want them to look.
Yeah.
So basically, she's a designer baby. They tell her basically her lifespan is only 18 years, but you know, she's super powerful. And the first scene, they start off, they summon the spirit into her body. Mm-hmm. The spirit breaks loose of the straps and everything like that. And this is a shielder, you know, she has no weapons other than a shield. Right. She rips the shield or the strings off of her body and all the wrappings, and she literally starts running, right? Mm-hmm. You see a bunch of red lasers coming at her. And I was like, oh, this is where it starts. So the lasers slow down. Yeah. Like right before they get to her, you see like a 360 scope, like the screen rotates around her. And she just starts like dodging and jumping. And I'm just like, oh, she's some
beautiful animations, I'm sure.
But the story so far is like actually pretty interesting. So it's like, I remember I told you how that Heaven's Field story, to me, it just wasn't compelling enough. Right. Right here. Oh, yeah.
It starts off compelling.
Yeah. So how it ends basically in this first episode, they're letting us know that she's getting ready to take on a new mission in was it 2600 BC? Basically, they're going back to Babylonia, which is where Gilgamesh is.
Your boy. Your boy.
So we know she's going back to Gilgamesh, and essentially she's going to be helping Gilgamesh fight 3 gods.
Jesus Christ. So is that going to be the whole show? Well, it is Babylon. It is called that, I guess.
Babylonia. Yeah.
Damn, dude. This is like a show. It's like somebody came down and said, hey, we're going to drop this just for you.
Hey, yo, why does Fate love me this year?
I know, right?
They dropped a series just about backstory, basically. They gave me a whole movie. Mm-hmm. And then they dropped a whole nother series. They love me.
I'm still looking forward to, mostly looking forward to, like starting the series over again from the order you gave a couple of episodes back. Cause like, I want to remember like these fights too.
Yeah.
I love it.
You ain't even started the Slice of Life yet, have you? Mm-mm. Bro, there's so much.
I got so much to watch. There's one that I was looking at. I don't know the Japanese name for it because I know we saw this before, but it's called
like Khalid. Like Khalid. Kaleid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's the show called Cautious Hero that I'm looking at.
Oh yeah.
You see that? It's dropping October 16th. But the subtitle to the title, Cautious Hero, is the hero is overpowered but overly cautious.
Yes.
What the hell do you think
this isn't out yet?
I mean, no, it's not a simulcast, so it probably is out. Is it out now?
I thought it was out already.
It is. Yep, it is. Japanese. The dub comes out October 16th.
Okay, well, we can start watching that. I'll watch it in dub because it's not going to be like one of my main things.
Right.
But
okay. So October 16th.
I thought that was pretty
interesting.
I don't know. So I like overpowered characters, but I feel like that would be me, right? Like if I was super powerful. So that's how the human mind works. When you're like Gilgamesh is an anomaly, you know, he's super powerful. So he's like, he knows he's powerful. He knows he's Gilgamesh.
That's a character I would never forget from that series, by the way.
You can't. No. Most people who are like super smart or super anything, they actually are more likely to doubt themselves, right? Mm-hmm. So like, even like super attractive people don't think they're super attractive. Super smart people don't think they're super smart. They think everyone is this. They think this is the average. So it's like, he's probably like super worried because that's how the human mind really works, is that when you're super strong, you have to think about what your downfall is, and you have to assume that this is the standard for everyone. You can't assume that you're the anomaly, that you're the only one.
You know what that reminds me of when you say that?
What?
Almost to a T, A Wise Man's Grandchild. That anime is exactly that. Like, he was trained by the most powerful people, but again, like we talked about this in a previous episode, but a quick synopsis of Wise Man Grandchild is this guy who dies, and who was reincarnated into this another world, but he still had his memories of his past life. In his past life, he was like a scientist. He understood the periodic tables and stuff like that. So he grows up in his new world with this knowledge of the periodic tables, and he's combining it with the magic that he learns in this new world that people don't understand yet. So like, of course, bleeding in some oxygen with some fire and making the fire,
expand.
Exactly. Bigger. So he's like, he doesn't understand that he's super powerful. Like, this stuff that he's doing is out of this world, literally. And he's like, I feel like everybody should be like this. This should be everybody, not just me. And that is that entire show. And I cannot wait till season 2. That's like perfect. That's probably exactly what this is going to feel like, this show.
I got to watch it, I guess, huh? Because I haven't seen Wise Man's Grandchild yet.
Yeah. Oh my God. You do. It's a great one.
I've heard good things, so it's going to be added to the list.
That one's a must watch. As soon as you watch it, please come back to the show and tell us, because I really would like your thoughts on that. It's really good.
I'm going to give you that because I feel like that's definitely a must.
What else you got for me?
Well, technically,
let's talk some Dr. Stone real quick.
That's what I was gonna say.
This episode did this episode not get better? Like, make the show like way better?
Oh, hey guys, I'm Polo.
Here you go.
Now I'm on the Dr. Stone train.
Stop it! I give fair criticism.
I'm just messing with you, bro.
I give fair criticism with Dr. Stone because Dr. Stone fucking blows a lot. Like, okay, time out. Let me retract that. Don't crucify me, listeners. Dr. Stone is good. Okay. It's good. It has its moments to where it stand out and is just incredible. Like when he's doing math and he's calculating stuff and doing sciencey things, but then it's really campy all of a sudden. Like, go back and watch episode 1, episode 2, and then even episode 3. It was not nearly as much camp as it is right now. Can we agree on that? Like, it's so campy. It's just a bunch of weird faces and
this last episode, though.
Oh my God, yes, dude. They were in that tournament.
So I thought that was funny as fuck. It was tournament arc.
Yeah, tournament arc. So
we got a tournament arc in Dr. Stone, and I was like, oh, they did that. They did this for like shonen funniness. But first of all, the new intro. You didn't even check out the new intro at all?
No, I don't care for it.
Okay. So I checked out the new intro just for like hints and details and stuff like that.
Oh, you spoiling yourself. Ooh.
Not really, but I was tripping about the whole fact that we only see Taiju and Yuzuriya once through the entire.
Interesting.
We only see them once. And they're standing in front of this like cross that they made out of wood planks. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like,
oh no.
So
we're just gonna forget about that entire life.
But we do see I'm gonna kill a lion face ass boy.
Oh, Tsukasa.
Yeah, we see Tsukasa. But I'm just like, yo, so like we focused on this village entirely at this point. We see that there are gonna be a couple of new characters, but it's still like, where my boy Taiju and Yuzuriya at? Where they
man.
At?
Exactly. This is starting to drag too long in this village, man. Like,
well, he's been in this village for 6 months.
Exactly. So, but you see how they time jumped at the beginning in the first 3 episodes. Like, they were going months and months and months. Like, Taiju grew a beard at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they're not afraid to skip and develop like magic. I mean, not magic, science.
Yeah.
Because
science takes time.
Yeah, exactly.
So what did you think about this episode then, though?
I loved it, man. I loved it. It had its ebbs and flows, and it felt so well paced this time, probably because they didn't throw in no pointless flashback or something like that. But it was ebb and flowing perfectly. We got who was fighting who in the tournament. That plan didn't go as well as they wanted it to. It picked up with our dude finally getting the mask on and putting the hands to magma.
The stick.
Yeah.
Put the stick to magma.
Put the stick to magma. I stand corrected. Put the stick to him, but then magma doing some shady shit, of course. And then end up winning when he knocked the mask off.
Hey, when you're a bum, you got to win however you can, right?
I guess so. But then, I mean, get past all that point, it goes to our boy Chrome. Chrome using that science, bro.
Well, so first of all,
you want some funny real quick though? You know what's funny? Ahead. When he used the mask, I was thinking the same fucking thing. I swear on everything I love, dude. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, wait, you can't start a fire. It's not like a magnifying glass. It's gonna do the opposite. And so when he said that, I'm like, oh shit, this show is great.
Yeah, it's concave.
Yeah.
They're convex and you need a concave one.
Right.
But I was also thinking as soon as he hit the ground, I'm like, what is he gonna do with the glass in that
you thought he was gonna like take it out or something?
Well, I was thinking like he could grab it and try like swiping it at him, but I'm thinking like he's gotta be doing something. He's working on something right now.
Right.
Because he's not as strong as Magma. There's nothing he can do to beat Magma one-on-one like that.
He got that science, bro.
But what do you think about that? He did the shadow possession jutsu from Naruto.
Oh, you talking about our what's his name? Oh, the magician character.
Yeah,
I forget his name.
Talking.
Yeah, the smooth talking magician. Oh man, that was smooth. It was just smooth.
Yeah, I was like, hold up.
He said, don't move or your heart will explode.
He said, just put a curse on you.
Yeah. Oh, I was like,
did
damn.
The shadow possession jutsu. I was like, I can't believe this.
But then the way Senku calculated everything, he's like, okay, so if he does that, he was like, oh, all right, Chrome, this is your only chance. You only have 60 seconds. And he knew already that by doing the math in his head that Chrome actually needed 60 seconds to get the fire to start if Chrome didn't move the water inside the glasses at all. Yeah. Dog. Wow. This latest episode.
That was pretty good. So that whole episode, that episode kind of caught me off guard. Mm-hmm. I think
I'm so sorry, listeners. Spoilers. So sorry because the show is like on episode 12 on Toonami, so we just kind of spoiled the hell out of that for some of y'all. I didn't even think about that, bro. Fuck.
Hey, I didn't even realize that.
Me either. I'm sorry.
I'm thinking everybody has Verve or Crunchyroll.
Right. Let me. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. At the beginning of this episode, we're gonna put a disclaimer.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Hey,
look, y'all check it out. Mike Check Waifu. Waifu. You have no be some spoilers.
It's true, but sorry. We didn't have to do it for this one because this one's like airing like almost simultaneously as the subs. So we kind of like fucked up there. Sorry.
Yeah.
I will warn you in the beginning of the episode. Anyway, it's so good though, dude. It got a lot better with that episode. I mean, the last couple of episodes, it was getting better, to be honest.
Yeah. The last two episodes to me were pretty good.
Yeah.
In general.
100%. I'm
just a little salty about our hiatus because I really, really want to talk about Ash Lost in Space.
We got, this is next week, bro. Next week is the full review of it. You still remember our scale? We got to drop that.
Oh, yeah, I got it. I got it on my tablet right here for you.
Okay, so we're going to post that on the Facebook group the day that this episode airs. Probably a little bit later. But yeah, that's going to be our scale. We're going to do it. Can you read it off to me? Because I don't remember.
So, first thing was pacing. Second thing was story. Third was animation. And then it was sound design.
Yeah.
And then it was overall.
Yeah. And then we average the scores up into that and then make an overall score. We take both of ours and put it together, of course, and give it an average.
Yeah. So it's going to be an average on each of those is what we do. And then we average all of the scores in total.
Yeah. It's going to be dope. I like it. We finally got a system. It took 17 episodes
16.
Well, this is the 17th episode. Oh, yeah, it's 16 because we did it on the 16th episode. True. Yeah. So much fun, man. I cannot wait to get back to Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? I can't wait to watch Cautious Hero. I'm looking forward to that Assassin. Which, is that Assassin one out? Do you know? You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, hold on. I don't think it is. I'm looking at the fall anime list. Assassin's Pride doesn't come out till the 10th.
Oh, thank God. Okay, good. That gotta be one we watch.
Yeah, we got a couple. So only thing that's released right now is, I think, My Hero Academia comes out on 12th.
Yeah.
Sword Art Online comes out on 13th.
Let's go. Next week is running crazy, bro.
7 Deadly Sins is on the 9th.
Oh, we got to catch back up on that, bro.
We have White Fox? No, I don't know what that is, but Shokugeki no Soma is on the 12th. We have, oh man, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Yeah. Today we had a Slice of Life anime that dropped. It's the one, I think it's all women though. It's like,
oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Second season of We Never Learn. That's what it's called. We Never Learn Bokuben.
Yeah, yep. That one got a dub too. I'll wait.
Psycho Pass is the 25th.
Let's go. I can't wait for that.
That's going to be dope.
Yeah.
No Guns Life is October 11th.
That's a new one that I'm looking forward to.
It looks like we got a harem that came out a couple days ago too.
What you want to call?
Hatage Kimono Michi. I don't know, bro. That one. It's a comedy fantasy shonen. Yeah. Oh, we got an ecchi one that dropped yesterday.
Ooh, now we talking.
Ecchi harem romance called Vow X Love.
Let's go. Where's that at?
It's right here, bro. Vow X Love.
Oh, you on the Annie list?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know where it's streaming at, but that's one that's for you. That was made for Polo.
Yep, 100%. 100%.
Oh, Radiant second season started already.
Did you watch Radiant season 1?
I haven't, but I've been seeing nothing but good things too.
Really?
I'm probably not gonna watch it.
No, but me either. I'm
gonna be real.
We feeling that? Let us know. Okay, let us know if you think we should watch it, and then maybe we'll see about watching it. Because I don't know about that. I got the last episode of Hensuki coming for me though.
Okay.
Are you willing to fall in love with a pervert as long as she's a cutie? So
I'm not really, but you know.
I mean, hey, I don't mind. I definitely don't mind. So I'm gonna talk about that probably next week. What you think about the difference between when the ones within started to what it is now?
It's like
what
happened
right now. Yes, bro. It started off so dramatic, right? Like it was going to be dramatic, more dark, and then it turned into something completely different.
Yeah, man, it's not sitting well with me right now.
Me either, bro. I'm glad we're on the same page. Because I feel like I'm always so negative. I'm always a negative one on this podcast.
No,
I feel
man,
like
you're right though, because like if they dropped the ball, and
100%.
The thing is, obviously they're trying to follow probably the manga story, but I don't know, man. They could have made this better, even if they just changed like actual tone of things, right?
Yeah.
Like even in I don't know if you remember, I think it was like episode 7 where they're talking about the colors of everyone's underwear.
Yeah.
To me, in the beginning, that actually sounded like they were talking about something serious.
Yep.
And then they hit us and it's like kind of funny. Okay, that's funny. Now let's progress. But I feel like the whole episode was like stale.
It was
100% until the last 30 seconds. It's like, oh, now some shit's happening.
Yeah, it's so weird, the difference between when it started, dude. Like the first 3 episodes were so like, yeah, well, not the third episode. Maybe it was the third episode. It was that third episode.
That's the one you didn't like.
That's the one I hated. And it ended up being like the rest of the show. I thought the first 2 episodes was going to be what the show was. And then, no, it ended up being that third one that ended up taking over. I knew it.
We can't. This is why we can't have good things.
But listen, hey, if we look back on that's what we should do. We should review, like not review, but go back to our old episodes when we were talking about what we had most anticipated, what was going to surprise us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, we should go back.
I fucking forgot.
What?
And I feel fucking despicable.
Uh-oh. What happened?
An anime that you don't like, but I'm gonna love. We should. Oh man, I feel like we gotta both watch this one, at least one episode.
Well, of course. What's up?
The Zoids Wild Zero.
Damn, I thought I was gonna be like, no, it's impossible. I could like it.
It dropped 2 days ago.
I'll let you watch it, and then when I hear your synopsis on next week's episode, then
it don't matter what I say. You're not gonna watch it.
I'll watch it if you like it. I trust you to be honest about it.
I'm about to watch it as soon as we're done recording. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
It looks so good, Polo. How could you not be hyped?
Nah.
How could you not be hyped, bro?
I enjoyed the toys, bro, but I can't do the mechas. The mechies. I might watch Eureka 7 though. I told myself I wanted to do that.
I thought you already watched that. You never watched?
No, I always watched the piecemeal, like when it came on Toonami and there was nothing else on back in the day.
Yeah, but, bro.
Yeah,
so it's Wild Zero.
I might, I'll let you do that first. Oh, Fire Force comes back next week too.
That is super exciting because I felt like I needed a fix. And what was it going for, like 2 weeks or something?
Yes, bro.
Like, why they hit us with that? Why they doing us like this?
It hurt. It hurt big time. I feel like I've been waiting forever. The best sounding anime of 2019. I
finished Astro Lost in Space. And then after I finished Astro Lost in Space, they basically take away Fire Force. I'm just like...
And then Demon Slayer's gone. So it's like, damn, we gotta do some reevaluation. We still gotta, damn, we don't have enough time, do we?
On what?
When is our next show? Let me see. Our next show.
We won't have time because My Hero won't start yet by our next show.
Yes, it will. Our next show is on the 15th. So we record on the 13th. My Hero drops the 12th.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There we go.
Damn. I was going to say we should try to watch Tokyo Ghoul and just do a review of that.
Well, this next time we're going to review, our next one we'll be reviewing Ash Lost in Space stuff.
That's right.
We don't have enough time to review a whole Tokyo Ghoul when we got to talk about Ash Lost in Space, bro.
Okay, so next week, if we don't get any topics from our great producers, we review Ash Lost in Space at the first half of the episode, and then we just leave the back half of My Hero.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
First episode. Oh my God.
You already know what's going to happen, but I hate you. Anyway.
I mean, let's be real though. I haven't read that part of the manga in over a year.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
But I do remember this arc better than any other because
Of course.
This arc is the fucking shit.
We're going to keep hearing about it. Listen.
Oh my God. Hey, look, y'all need to understand. If you did not check out My Hero Academia before this is the season to do so. My dude Joe, he in the group, he hates My Hero because of Deku. Yeah. I'm just letting you know, this is the season. This is the season. It don't even matter about Deku in the season. Mm-hmm. Everything else is fire. Oh my God. Just wait till my dude Overhaul come out here and do his thing.
Overhaul ended. When he ended season 3, he was already getting menacing, real menacing. So we're going to find out.
And the thing is once we see his power in action, it's going to be like.
We kind of did. Damn, I kind of need to. I might have to watch the last season of My Hero. Damn. Anyway, let's wrap this episode up of Mic Check Waifu.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, listen, you can find me on social media at Polo Born Fly.
And you can find me at King Teliano.
You can find us at Mic Check Waifu on Instagram and Mic Check Waifu on Twitter. Go to miccheckwaifu.com and then go to ludecomplex.com and use the offer code Waifu. There's a lot of ways to support the podcast, but probably our new favorite is the Patreon. Patreon.com/miccheckwaifu. There you get a whole heap of bonus content. You can get the video version of the podcast the same day that the podcast releases. And again, we're holding the video versions of the podcast for a little while. Stay tuned to our socials for that information. But thank you all so much for listening. Share this podcast with your friends. Have them share it with their friends. And rate us on iTunes, please.
Please.
And with that, it's a wrap. See y'all next week for a big episode. Episode 18, the start of My Hero. That's what we're going to call it. Episode 18 is going to be the start of My Hero. That's it.
Right.
Let's wrap. Peace.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
My sweet waifu.
Is that you?
One way or another.